Hello. This is the 2025 Puzzle Advent Calendar, a collaborative series of 24 videos throughout the month of December, showcasing new original twisty puzzles. Those are Rubik's Cube type puzzles if you didn't know. I would direct you to the next video in the series, but this is actually the last video, so instead I'll direct you to the beginning, where you can check out all the puzzles that have already been posted if you're interested. This puzzle is called the Go Torus, and I called it that because of these black and white circles that are at the crossings of the grid here. The goal of this puzzle is to make sure that all of these white circles and all of these black circles are solved, including the ones in here. This puzzle turns in two ways. One is this smaller turn, it goes like this. The other way is this larger turn that splits the puzzle in two. Now, it's a little difficult to align this turn because the smaller ones always want to go out of alignment. But once you get it going, it turns pretty well. Let's see if I can actually turn this. Here we go. Now, unlike a traditional polyhedron puzzle, it's not immediately clear how you would sticker a torus puzzle. You don't just have a bunch of faces that you can each make a different color. One way I could have done this is by stickering each of the 16 dots a different color, but that would lead to more colors than was necessary to enforce a unique solve state on this puzzle. So it raises the question, how many colors are actually needed to enforce a unique solve state? Now, here we have two colors. Notice there are 16 pieces. Each piece has 4 stickers on it, and each of the 4 stickers can be of 2 possible colors. And so pieces on the torus cannot change their orientation. So there are 16 unique pieces possible, and we have each one of them exactly once, which is definitely the minimum required to have a unique solve state. But it turns out this puzzle still does not have one unique solve state. There are actually 2, and they're mirror images of each other. What you're seeing now is one of them. I talked to a professor about this problem, and we came up with a arrangement of 3 colors that does enforce a unique solve state on a 4x4 torus like this. But it's definitely a non-trivial problem for arbitrary sizes of torus. The fact that the solve state is not obvious when this is scrambled means this is a bit like the Sudoku cube, where finding a solve state is part of the puzzle in addition to actually getting there. But the Sudoku cube has a lot more distinct solve states than just these 2. One thing that would make this puzzle difficult if you handed it to someone scrambled is that some pieces that appear to go together don't actually go together. For example, these 2 pieces here. It looks like they fit together, but there is actually no solve state where these 2 pieces are together. The mechanism for this puzzle is pretty simple. The small turns just hook under this frame here, and for the big turn, I used a trick from Greg Finney's Dharma Ring, where the screw heads actually become the male rail. This puzzle is similar to the loop over torus puzzle, but the loop over allows all columns and rows to be turned independently. That's true for these small turns that you can call the columns, but with this row you have 2 rows that have to turn at once, and that actually makes the solve more complicated. Solve is still not too bad. I do it by pairing up pieces like this. It only gets tricky toward the end. So that was the Go Torus. Be sure to check out the other videos in the series if you're interested. Thanks for watching.